Gun Meme Review. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome to the first episode of Gun Meme Review of 2022. Congrats, you lived through 2021. Now we're in the boss round. But man, do we have some juicy shit to cover, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. Our first topic, well, Garand Thumb hurt the fee-fees of AR guys everywhere. Mike recently did a cold weather test seeing how various combat rifles hold up against cold weather conditions and or being frozen. Predictably, this did not end well for AR-15 gang.
Nope.
Everyone's feelings on Instagram. A frozen AR. Most of the rifles seemed to perform adequately until the later stages of the test, where pretty much anything that wasn't an AK or a Steyr AUG completely shit itself. AK owners watching Garand Thumb's ice test. Signature look of superiority. Yeah, after being shit on for 51 weeks a year, this is where the AK guys get to take a bit of a victory lap. But yeah, when Garand Thumb's ice test came out, it absolutely broke Instagram. All the KAC and FN fanboys right now after Garand Thumb's ice capades. Pure copium. I was actually surprised by some of the results. Some of the heavy-duty, really expensive hardware did not fare very well. But of course, Kalash Gang came out on top. When you correctly predict the outcome of the ice test, you know, I'm something of a scientist myself. How to spoil Spider-Man No Way Home without spoiling Spider-Man No Way Home. It's been long enough, right? It's been like 2-3 weeks, we can do that now. Now, if you knew that AKs were gonna completely dominate this ice test, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Are we biased? Yeah, probably, but more importantly, this time we were correct. It's almost like the AR-15 was designed in America. The AK was designed in a country that experiences, on average, much colder temperatures. Weird. But I'm not gonna let that stop the victory lap. AK Opper Niners watching Garand Thumb's ice test, and then never leaving the house when it's cold.
I am so great! I am so great!
I laugh in the face of AR guys who can't operate in sub-zero temperatures while I sit in my house in Texas, fucking 80 degrees in January. Now, being the AK guy, you'd think that I would be coming out on top here. You'd mostly be correct, but I still got some of my feelings hurt too. Who would win? FN Scar 17S, one chili boy. Yeah, while the Scar 17 didn't do bad, I guess it didn't do good. As a brand new Scar 17 owner, that hurts. I spent a lot of money on this gun. That, and I just think scars are fucking dope. Piston operated monolithic extrusion battle rifle. It's just fucking cool. Plus, you remember the shit from Call of Duty? Just straight up fucks. But note to self, don't be taking this to Siberia anytime soon. Still want to do a video on the Scar soon though. Dude, I just think they're neat. Garand Thumb opens a jug of cold water. AK guys, stonks. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Is having your weapon frozen, doused in water, and left overnight in freezing temperatures relevant to most people in typical applications? No, absolutely not. Is it an interesting test? Fuck yeah. Does it mean your AR-15 is irrelevant now? No. As much as it hurts to say, I'm still fair. But it is neat to collect this kind of data. I think it's just kind of cool in general. Plus, in a modern tactical environment, AK guys take a W. I also love the amount of Europeans in the comments of this video talking shit about the fact that Americans can just have enough military-grade firearms laying around to do a test like this. First of all, a lot of those guns are way better than military-grade. Second of all, nobody asked. Third of all, I think I just found the perfect comeback to anyone in the UK talking shit about our gun laws. If you've ever heard about established titles, you know where this is going. So apparently you can just go online and become a lord in the UK. A few clicks later, boom, bitch, I am a lord in Scotland. Proclamation, Lord Brandon Herrera, hereafter referred to as the Lord. Sounds a bit sacrilegious, but okay, I'm interested. Yeah, apparently I just have a whole ass plot of land in Scotland now, and can now be referred to as a lord in the UK. Want to talk shit about our laws from across the pond? That's cute. I'm a lord in your country. Sit the fuck down. That just feels so fucking good. So if you also want to find out how to become a lord in Scotland and have this ultimate trump card, I'm going to go ahead and leave the links down in the description in the pinned comment, because I appreciate established titles hooking us up. there is a 100% chance of me using this in an argument going forward. By the way, I still do love all of you non-cucked Brits who still appreciate the fact that we keep our Second Amendment. This isn't about you. Much love. And we're not quite ready to leave the Garand Thumb thread because there is one thing I did actually have to clear up on this episode of Gun Meme Review. So last Gun Meme Review, I mentioned a meme thread that had to do with Micah, Garand Thumb's camera guy. I have to make one small correction to that. As it turns out, it's not Micah. That is in fact one of Mike's other friends named Charlie. I only found this out after getting a text from administrative results, and then very soon after this video from Micah.
I'm talking, of course, about Garand Thumb's camera guy, Micah. Why is this?
Charlie?
I'm sorry, but come on. These guys are like identical fucking twins, right? There's like 0% chance that they are not related. I do feel the slightest bit bad about that, so sorry about that, Micah and Charlie. But come on, is everybody from the Pacific Northwest just like a copy-paste Starbucks hipster? I'm not the kind of guy to say y'all look alike, but come on, man. Started out as an apology, turned into an attack. Okay. I did just want to issue that small correction. Go forth and meme with this in mind now. Now, on to more gun memes. I'm proud of myself. I haven't bought a new gun all year. Nah, see, it's the dad joke because the year just started and you haven't bought a gun yet this year. So it's meant to sound like you're being fiscally responsible, but in reality, you're just making a pun. Sad part is this isn't even fucking true. I bought like 2 guns so far this year. About to be 3. But it's a nice thought, you know. Might work for a couple of you guys. And almost 100% of you guys in Europe. Sorry, I keep bringing that up. Also, real quick, as a bunch of you guys have pointed out, yes, I did star in a brief cameo in a Mr. Beast video recently, blowing up a bridge for Jimmy. However, one thing I forgot about is that Mr. Beast's channel is absolutely massive, meaning that was a lot of people on YouTube's first time ever seeing me. The thing I didn't anticipate was the wave of people now referring to me as Mr. Beast's explosives guy. It's legitimately becoming a meme at this point. My career gone. Reduced to being Mr. Beast's explosives guy. Every time Donut gets a comment like that on one of his vlogs, he straight up fucking texts it to me. AK guy. I made a 50 cal AK that works. Mr. Beast's fans. You blow up bridges. First of all, 50 cal AK that works. Alright, it cycles, that's a passing grade. This also reminds me of like the Rick and Morty bit. And what is my purpose? You blow up bridges. Oh my god. Yeah, welcome to the club, pal. XM8 or KS23? Me. I don't know, is this even a fucking debate? Who the hell would not want a KS23? What is that, like a fucking 6-gauge shotgun or some shit? Thing absolutely slays in Tarkov, and I would fucking love to get my hands on one in real life. Will that ever happen? Yeah, okay, maybe, probably not. But if it ever does, you bet your ass I'm doing a fucking video on it. A pump-action shotgun with an old anti-aircraft barrel. I mean, what's not to love? The XM8, I've got a G36, so, you know, I might do a video on that in the future. This is brilliant, but I want this. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of confused me for a minute. Reject cocaine, embrace Mosin Nagant. And then I remembered the Mosin was referred to as the 3-line rifle. So reject 3 lines, get the 3-line. It's a deep joke. It's probably not that funny. We know a thing or two about being not that funny. Y'all must be anemic, the way you lack iron. Beatrice ain't playing in these motherfucking streets. Honestly, memes like this are like right on the edge of just being way too fucking fried for even me. I have no doubt there's gonna come a time, like in the next 5 years, where the average gun meme is just gonna get so fucking Gen Z that I'm gonna have to pass the torch because I am unable to do fucking gun meme review. And without a doubt in my mind, whoever I pass the torch to inevitably will be just such a fucking zoomer that I will legitimately think they're A Russian man accidentally bought 79 AK-47s for $15. Jesus, I see what you've done for other people, and I want that for me. I have so many fucking questions. What did you think you were buying for $15 that took up the exact amount of spaces? 79 AK-47s. Who was selling 79 AK-47s for $15? The only thing about this story, in fact, that I'm not questioning is the fact that it took place in Russia. AR-15 versus AK-47. Yeah, these memes have been fucking great. I think it was a couple days ago when this really kind of took off. So Ethan from H3H3 put out a tweet. Joe Rogan, who lives on elk meat, egg yolk, and human growth hormone with lungs full of tar, thinks he's healthier than everyone. This MFer is such a bitch that when he got COVID, he threw, quote, the kitchen sink at it. If you're so healthy, just write it out like you say a man should. Motherfuckers getting mad at Joe Rogan for getting the coof and then taking vitamins. But of course, people were quick to point out, if you're going to be throwing shade at somebody for their physique, you might not want to look like that in a fucking vasectomy diaper. I don't know, I just hate it when guys like Ethan just used to be really funny. Like, they used to be genuinely good content creators and super edgy and everything. All of a sudden retire from being edgy, and then they just become, like, higher and mightier than everyone. Like, it seems like the move for content creators is just to move to LA, do your same shtick for like a year, and then get super woke. And then you don't get any views anymore. It's almost like your audience moves on because that's not what they came there for. Weird. Also, I just want to point out, Joe Rogan looks fucking great considering he's like 20 years older than Ethan. Shocking. The guy who's all about fitness and, you know, self-improvement and MMA and shit looks better than, well, yeah. Mild shock. These are so dumb. Babies offer minimal ballistic protection. Stick to plates. I mean, I agree, outside of psychological warfare, I mean, babies at most are like maybe level 2 NIJ protection. Maybe level 3A if you feed them right. I can't get through that with a straight fucking face. Fucked up meme, but you laugh too, you fucker, you know it. I also want to give a quick congratulations to my buddy Batty for reaching 100,000 followers on Twitch. His father also congratulated him in a very unique way. Congrats on the 100K. Knew you were New? Come on, Dad, you can spell better than that. Knew you were able. Great talent. Now you only have to do it 10 more times to be 1/10 of Demo Ranch. Don't worry, I'll subscribe with another name. Charge on, Buck Snort. I fucking love Batty's father. Demo even responded to this story with even more savagery. Ha ha ha. 10 more times to be 1/10. What a parent burn. But for real, congrats on getting 1% of the success that I have. Well, I for one am at 1.6 million subscribers now. Yeah, check it out, alright? Means I am well over 10% of Demolition Ranch's success. So, take that, Dad. Speaking of Demolition Ranch, how pro 2A are you? Me. Firing every gun in my whole arsenal in one giant video. Yeah, so I was actually in Demo's 10 million subscriber celebration video. It was me, Crispy, Matt Best, Donut. It was all of us. It was all the boys. But people got mad at Demo for not actually shooting every gun that was in his arsenal. So he came back recently and actually shot, I think, like with a couple of exceptions, every fucking gun he owned. It was like a fucking hour long. So he made good on his 10 million subscriber promise. Which, by the way, we're coming up on 2 million subscribers soon. I'm hoping we'll get there by like summer of this year. We'll see what happens. But you gotta help me with some ideas. How are we gonna celebrate 2 million subscribers? I feel like that's worthy of celebration. I, for one, never thought I'd get here in the first place, so we'll figure something out, right? So leave your suggestions down in the comments what we should do to celebrate getting 2 million, if and when it happens. Me, shadow practicing my draw from appendix inside the waistband in the mirror. My coworker who just finished taking his shit. That's what you get for not working in a pro-gun workplace. If you're not practicing your draw in the mirror in the shitter, I mean, what are you doing, man? Just me? Okay. Bullpups are great. Changed my mind. Well, I mean, literally did change his mind. Yeah, okay, I haven't made it a secret. I'm not a big fan of bullpups, especially bullpups that weren't designed as bullpups. You take a great gun like an AK and make it a bullpup, you're not making bullpups better, you're just making the AK worse. But between Garand Thumb's test and, you know, Die Hard and just the fact that I've always fucking wanted one, I feel like I really need to get my hands on a Steyr AUG. I feel like that would be a good video. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments. I just kind of fucking want an excuse to get one. A bullpup that Brandon actually likes? I don't know, man. Sounds risky. I've always wanted this gun. I finally got one. Maybe Reddit will pour. Literally the worst gun I've ever seen. Fuck you. You didn't spend $4,982 on it, you poor piece of shit. I hope you get AIDS from your piece of shit gun read. I didn't read that fully. That actually made me laugh. Yeah, welcome to Reddit. This was me recently when I bought a 44 Magnum lever gun, just because I decided I didn't have a lever gun. I feel like I need one. I actually picked up a couple, but my first one was a 44 Magnum Rossi, which I was recently informed is imported trash, and I should feel bad about myself. I now feel like the people who constantly message me saying, "Hey Brandon, I just picked up my first AK. It's a RAS 47 or a Vishka. How did I do?" You have a legal firearm that fires 7.62 by 39. Congrats. Commenters Angie. You talking shit about my gun that I bought for less than your last bar tab. I Angie. I'm not sure if that means you're poor or I'm an alcoholic. Probably both. The CDC now says it's possible to get clapped even if you stay strapped. This was always a possibility, but you should always stay strapped, lest ye run a higher risk of getting clapped. Also, I'm just waiting for the day that the CDC just makes a new announcement that, we don't know what the fuck's happening anymore. Nobody knows. We've never known. I don't know what I could say past that without getting this completely demonetized because Google likes that sweet, sweet Pfizer money. Okay. When your buddy asks you to critique his first ever 80% build.
Third hole, she's a 2-hole gal. Nobody likes a 2-hole gal. 3, use the third hole. Simple as can be. It's only a couple bucks extra,
Now, funny enough, me and General Sam are actually going to be getting drops on Tarkov over on Twitch. I think we're getting drops on the 7th of January, so like tomorrow after this video comes out. Of course, I love playing some Escape from Tarkov, so I'm going to be streaming over at twitch.tv/TheRealBrandon Herrera. I believe that's still my username. Either way, I'll leave the link down in the description in the pinned comment. You can check it out if you'd like. Come hang out with me live and, get some free shit in Tarkov for just hanging out. Anyhow, guys, I believe this gun meme review has gone long enough. I definitely appreciate you guys staying to the end. Go ahead and check and make sure you're still subscribed because, YouTube's been doing that weird unsubscribe thing lately. So make sure you're subscribed. And if you haven't hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified whenever we release videos, please go ahead and do so. Make yourself a part of that hashtag AKG notification squad. I'm out of here, guys. And as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
All of the KAC and FN fanboys right now after Garand Thumb's So if you want to find out how to become a lord in the UK and also have this ultimate trump card in any gun argument with somebody in the... So last gun review... I do feel like a little bit of a dick, so sorry about that, Micah and Charlie. But come on, is everybody from the Pacific? I do feel the slightest bit bad about that, so sorry, Micah and Charlie. But come on, is everybody from the I did it again. Joe Rogan, who lives on Elk Meek...